Hey there, Brian Wright, CEO of New Patient Group, host New Patient Group podcast, managing partner of Right Chat. Interesting stat for you. This is a scary one, and we're so much into lost opportunities. One, helping our clients identify the lost opportunities by tracking stats differently, but even more importantly, then fixing them, right? And it's a very scary stat I have for you. According to dental economics studies that we've done, other companies as well, the healthcare national new patient call conversion hovers right in between 68 to 72%. Put it a different way. For every 100 incoming new patient phone calls your business has, your practice has, you're dropping on average 28 to 32 of them. Now, that sounds almost unbelievable to most business owners because people don't have visibility of that. That is one reason why tracking the right data, we call them EPIs, employee performance indicators, rather than KPIs, which are key performance indicators. That's stats like your production, Invisalign starts, collections, the numbers you know. The EPIs are the numbers you don't, that are actually costing you millions throughout your existence. So one, it's identifying them. The other one is realizing this is happening to you. And it's happening to practices for a multitude of reasons. The more things become a commodity, the more competition, the more people shop, and rightfully so. If I'm a consumer, I'm a patient shopping around, and I'm going to drop $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on Invisalign as an example. You would have to be a crazy person not to shop, and that's a lesson in itself. Meaning, a lot of practices, we hear from are, the patients are shoppers. They're a waste of our time. We need better patients. And that mentality you need to switch, because what you need to understand is if they're not shopping, and you shop for things as well, that's the whole point of it. Is that, regardless of what you're looking for, you want the best deal, right? It's no different when a patient's wanting to buy Invisalign or something else. But the point there is that means there's more objections, more questions you have to answer, more sales fundamentals you have to have, more hospitality fundamentals, customer service fundamentals, presentation, verbiage, things like that. And it starts, obviously, one, with your digital marketing, because if they do find you digitally, you've got to be able to convert that into an incoming new patient call. So that's where it starts. But then inevitably, that's where the receptionist takes over. Because I always tell people when I'm on stage, tell the audience, is digital marketing has never gotten you a new patient, a new client. People look at me like, what are you, crazy? All the digital marketing does, if you do it right, is get your phones to ring. Your receptionist gets you the new patient. And they also psychologically prepare that patient whether or not they're going to show up ready to buy and commit to your orthodontic family, dental family, etc., plastic surgery down the list. So if you look at the 28 to 32 new patient phone calls on average being dropped, and you charge an average of $5,000 a case, add that up over every 100 calls, and those 28 to 32 that are dropped for every one. Now, your practice may only be 5 out of every 100. Your practice may be 40 out of every 100. The scary thing is most of you don't know, and that is the lost opportunity cost that so many business owners don't know. But the point here is getting your phones and your people trained on the skill sets that are required to convert more people looking around onto your books. But not only that, then they show up, because the right verbiage skills on the phone, if you have new patient no-show issues, that is 100% your receptionist's fault, okay? It also may be because you haven't adopted the digital workflow that happens afterwards. If you have a paper, if you're requiring people to print out paperwork and fill that out, you're 10 years ago. Okay, that all needs to be digital as well. If people have to print out their paperwork before coming in, that actually leads to high no-shows as well. But this receptionist training, there's a couple ways we do it here. We have our on-demand course that's so popular that you can buy through our MP's University store. The other one is you can hire a coach that helps you get that on-demand training implemented. And then third, we have it where my receptionists become your receptionists, and we do it virtually. We remotely access your practice management software, and we answer those calls as if we're sitting inside your office. This alleviates you having to hire anybody, alleviates you even needing a front desk. It alleviates the training, puts it all on my expertise. And I talk about this stuff all over the world, and then my employees answer for your practice. Very unique. That's what we do with Right Chat. New Patient Group is the philosophy of we're going to train your people and you how to do it at the highest levels. Right Chat is we're just going to take it over for you, right? So I appreciate you listening. Do not underestimate the amount of money you are losing via lost opportunities. That is the business lesson. Now that happens, with New Patient Group. We do tons of training on the new patient experience, both virtually and in-house. The digital workflow, clear aligner growth, treatment coordinator presentation, both in the exam room and the financial presentation, doctor exam, We do digital marketing. It's the whole step ladder, because every single one of those steps needs a leaky hole plugged. It doesn't mean that you're bad at it by any means, but even the best of the best have leaky holes, no different than the best of the best athletes. And that's why I always say you can take the finest athletes and if you apply their methodology on how they become great, the exact same principles apply to your business. Repetition, consistency, working harder than other people, being more innovative, again, holding yourselves accountable, things like that. No different than what makes athletes superior to other athletes. So anyway, have a great week, upcoming weekend as well. Looking forward to the next video. We have an upcoming podcast. I'm going to tell a real life story that happened to me the other day that really proves the point on everything we talk about why people purchase your experience. They don't purchase what you sell. And this really inevitably goes into why the better clinician is currently being defeated by the better business in this new economy of competition. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.